Hi, I am Resul Pookutty. At the moment, I'm working on Rajini sir and Shankar's new magnum opus, I would say, Robo 2. That's going to take my another six months. We are planning to release the film in January, so I'm starting the next fortnight after I come back from US. I'm going to start working on the film. So that's my most important and most prominent film. Then I'm doing a Malayalam film called Trance with Anwar Rashid and Fahad Fasil. Anwar is made Premam, and there is also another Hindi film that I am working on, which is called Genius. Anil Sharma, the guy who made one of the biggest and most successful films in the Indian history, Gadar, Ek Prem Kahani. That filmmaker is making a film, very high tech, very ambitious youngster who gets into the Indian raw, that kind of a story. Very inspiring to the Indian youth in the new found the Indian identity. That film is very, very interesting, and there are a lot of short films that I'm working on. Quite an interesting short film. Dibagar Banerjee's the Mumbai series 2. I'm working on that film at the moment. Very, very exciting. Dibagar's thought process is very, very different from. I rate him as one of the best contemporary Indian filmmaker. So I'm very excited about that. And a couple of other short films. A lot of people, youngsters, are making short films, which is very, very good. There is Sangamitra coming in Tamil, which is for next year. You can call me anything. I call myself a sound designer, which is a creative work. I visualize the sound of the film and try and execute the same thing, and the balancing of the sound is also as per my vision of the sound. So you could say I supervise everything. Depends on the film, because now in a film like Endiran, there's a lot of visually new experiences that audience are going to get. So we have to create new sound, and from existing sounds you may have to create new sound. Because see, for example, nobody has seen a dinosaur, but we heard a dinosaur and we believed it is a dinosaur. That is the job of a sound man. So that's what we do. We make everything believable. Artificial reality, we make it believable reality. That's what we do. Multiple layers of existing sound. We have softwares to change. A lot of processing of sound. So a good knowledge of awareness of technology and technique you need to know. Something that the Tamil audience would be familiar would be the female voice in Ramo, which is dubbed by Sivakarthikeyan himself, But when he so that's a problem. When you can look like a female, you can do a good makeup and change and attire and all that, and you look like but you don't sound like a female. So the biggest challenge was to make him sound like a female. So those kind of I do no comfort zone. Don't be comfortable. No, don't be comfortable. If you are feeling comfortable in a setup, there's something wrong. Everything is challenging, because I do one big commercial film and do a lot of small independent film, and I work with a lot of youngsters. A lot of them comes. So most of the time, I may not be able to give them all the time that they require, but a lot of them do come. Yeah, and I try and accommodate them as much as I can. Because the main villain in the film is an ornithologist. We've been shooting for last 1 year. So on and off, we've been doing live sound in the film. And whenever all the big sequences with the crowd and all that, we've done live sound. And now I'll start the post-production work. We almost finished the dubbing. Yeah. Because the narrative of the film demands a particular, dispersion of sound that we are working on it. Yes. Yeah. That's a football ground. That's a climax of the film. I've said so many things. I'm delighted to see Rajinikanth working, even at this age. See, you had only one Chitti and Vasigaran in Robo 1. Now you have multiples of them, One person. I mean, you keep wondering who is the hero of the film. Is it Vasigaran? Is it Chitti? Or is it 2.0? And there is one more coming in, So it is quite a delightful film. Everything is challenged because I see the way Shankar has visualized the film and the way the visual scale the film is in, to match up to it is a huge challenge, and it's a challenge of music as well as sound. There couldn't have been any other person who would fit in this role of Amy in Robo 2. If you like superhero movies, I think it is delightful. It's a delightful movie. And to me, what I am more surprised and more taken aback by how visually arresting the movie is. Nirav has done such amazing camera work and using 3D in its full possibility, 3D technology, and amazingly shot, correct, apt narrative, and very correct for the film. So together Shankar has used the camera in a very, very beautiful way. Because we have been there right from the beginning, from the first drawing of Akshay's character, we don't understand it. First time when you see it, how you react is what I would like to see. Yes, they are firebrand in the film when they come together. The songs we haven't shot, and there are not many songs in the film. I keep listening to Rahman's work in Prophet. I think he's our John Williams. Any language is fine, because language is only a sound for me. That's what Rajni sir keeps saying. Resul, ningalku the Oscar kadakku. I hope his words come true, and it is quite a challenging work, I would say. Now, what happens with that, we are not there to decide, and I am not working for that. There is a film in front of me which needs my full attention, which needs my full ability to be explored. I am doing that. Shankar Namba, James Cameron. Shankar is one person who has understood the possibility of commercial cinema and understand the sensibility of Indian cinema, and he has taken it to a level where it can be larger than life experience. To me, so he is a very, very serious, very, very important filmmaker that we have today. இல்லை. அதற்கு காரணம் நம்ம கவர்மெண்ட். அதற்கு காரணம் நம்ம ஒரு பாலிசி இல்லை. அது ஒரு தியேட்டர்னு ஒரு மல்டிப்ளெக்ஸ் லைசன்ஸ் கொடுக்கும்போது ஒரு ஃபைனான்ஸ் ஆக்ட் பிரகாரம் ஒரு கொஞ்சம் they have some index benefits, okay, because they have to follow certain, and there are some guidelines to follow. So you have to follow certain guidelines when you make a multiplex theatre, and they are all civil guidelines. You know, when Endin was shown in Bombay, we had a failure in the theatre. When I started looking into the issues related to that, it was based on a law framed in 1929 by the British. Then it was amended in 54, then 71, then in 92. I'm talking about Bombay. I don't know what about Tamil Nadu and Kerala. So in that, there is no mention of technical standards. There's only civil standards. Okay. Now, film is an experience of audiovisual experience, and audience is coming to pay. And if there are no standard and norms followed by law, nobody will follow, because they want to make the cheapest system, get the most money, you know. So that is the biggest problem. It varies from places to places. There are in Chennai there are good theatres. In Bombay in Trivandrum there are good theatres. You know, so it depends actually the passion of the people. Or 3D. அதுக்கு முன்னாடி அந்த விஸ்வரூபம் இல்லை, அதுதானே ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஃபிலிம். Let me finish 2.0, then I'll start.